This is Smiles TV. Welcome to Smiles Television Talk Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Anthony Miles, and we are at Lincoln Park at the National Night Out, sponsored by Community Development Sustainable Solutions. You don't want to miss this broadcast. Everybody is out here, and you need to be here too. Remember, Jesus Christ was born of a virgin. He was crucified and buried, and he rose on the third day. Confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord. Believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, and thou shalt be saved. Stay tuned for more smiles with the National Night Out, sponsored by Community Development Sustainable Solutions. Welcome back to Smiles TV. I told you we're out here at the National Night Out in Lincoln Park in East St. Louis, Illinois, and I have the pleasure of talking with the Honorable Stephen McGlynn. How are you, sir?
I'm great, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being a part of our broadcast. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and your district.
I'm born and raised in Belleville. I've been a federal judge since 2020. Before that, I was a state court judge for some time. Before that, I was a life member of the NAACP, did a lot of work for the NAACP, handled a lot of civil rights work, worked with law enforcement on a number of things. I've worked with people who've been concerned about law enforcement on a number of things. And so it's a great program, and so I'm happy to be part of it.
Yeah, we have great music coming in behind us, so I'm going to make this really quickly. So tell us about National Night Out in terms of why you're here, and what do you hope to accomplish by such an event being held?
Well, I think it's what we're all hoping to accomplish. We'd like to see the neighborhoods become more stable. We want to really combat crime. We want to try to mentor kids so that they don't get into that path or that trajectory where they're likely to find themselves where bad things are happening or where they're with people who encourage them to do the wrong thing. So often as judges we see good kids in our courtroom, and they've made big mistakes, but you can tell that they're good kids, and you know, it's with a little more help, a little more community involvement, a little more support, we can keep a lot of these good kids staying good kids and not making these mistakes that are going to really cost them.
Wow, that is an excellent response. And I want to thank you for taking time. We're just kind of getting sound bites from people and encouragement from people such as yourself. And I want to thank you again for taking time to talk.
Good seeing you, Stephanie.
Good seeing you too, sir.
All right,
God bless you. When you visit Big Mama's in East St. Louis, Illinois, located at 5900 St. Clair Avenue, you will need a fork and a bib. Big Mama's is known for their barbecue, cakes, excellent service, and giving back to the community. Call in, eat in, drive through, carry out, order for your office. You can call Big Mama's at 618-398-8950 or visit 5900 St. Clair Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois. National Night Out has it going on, and look who I'm talking to now. Senator Belch from the 57th District in Illinois. How are you, sir?
I am doing fine, and I'm happy to be on Smiles TV.
You know, I've been wanting to get you on the broadcast for so long, and I'm just so glad we met out here. Senator, this is in your area, your district.
Absolutely.
And so National Night Out, what does it mean to you?
You know, National Night Out is very important because National Night Out helps bridge the gap that exists between law enforcement and the community. So it's very important to have events like this where the law enforcement officials can interact
Right.
with the residents of a community, particularly underserved communities.
You know what? I agree with that, and I tell people so often in our area, downstate Illinois, we don't tend to have a lot of the same problems that you see in other places. And we're grateful for the state police department, the local police. You guys do such an excellent job in the area. And so, as senator, what is the main thing that you want to see come out of this event?
You know, as a state senator, as someone who grew up in an underserved community, I want both sides, law enforcement and the residents, to take away a greater appreciation for one another.
Okay.
Yeah, understanding certain nuances about each side. And I think if we do that, we'll be on the road to a better overall relationship.
Yes, sir. I agree with you, and I want to thank you for taking time to talk with Smiles Television. God bless you, and I'm going to be in touch with you about some future endeavors.
Look forward to it.
Okay, thank you
so much.
Stay tuned for more Smiles. We'll be right back with more National Night Out on Smiles TV. I told you we'd be back with more excitement, and look who I'm talking to now. He's an officer from the St. Louis, Missouri side of the river, Officer Simons, and we want to welcome him to the National Night Out. He just dropped down the helicopter in Lincoln Park. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Yes, sir. So tell us about what you do and why you're here.
Okay. I'm a pilot for Metro Air Support. It's a combined unit between St. Louis City, St. Louis County, and St. Charles County. I'm a St. Louis City officer, and he's a St. Louis County officer.
Okay.
So we patrol the whole area. We'll patrol Illinois if they ask us to come over and for something. We'll come over here and help them out if they need us. We spend our time either searching for people. We search for people on the river, search for people on trails like out hiking, or we search for guys that have just committed violent crimes if the guys on the street need us. So we do stuff like that. They give us the ability, like say they have a car chase, it gives the officers on the ground the ability to back off and us just follow it, and so things don't get too dangerous for the citizens and the officers.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
And you know what? It's really good to hear the connection from the both sides of the river. It's kind of like you guys are bridging that gap for some of the things that we need. And our crime rate, I understand, is going down on the east side.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you for that participation. Duncan, if you will, get a shot of his helicopter so everybody can see what he flew in here. So what would you like to see accomplished through the National Night Out program?
You know, I think it's good to get the officers involved in National Night Out. It gets us more involved with the citizens, and the citizens to meet us and see what we're like and see that we're just humans like people like them. And you know, there's no difference between me and you. You know, I got a family, you got a family, and it's a job that we do. We've just chose to do this one that helps provide services to the community.
And I'm so grateful to hear that, because a lot of people want to bring race into our issues, but I believe it's a sin problem. So that's the bottom line. It's a human problem. So we want to thank you for taking time to serve us, and have fun at National Night Out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Talk about National Night Out. I'm sitting here with the best police departments in the country. And I'm talking with Chief Perry and Chief Mueller from the East St. Louis Police Department. How are you doing?
I'm fine, wonderful.
Good, good. I'm well. I'm blessed. Thank you. Tell me, Chief, are you pleased with the turnout?
Oh, yeah, absolutely pleased. It's always a good turnout when we have this National Night Out.
Okay, okay. And tell me, Chief Mueller, Assistant Chief Mueller, because you're the police chief. Chief Perry is the chief, and Chief Mueller is our assistant. And Chief Mueller, tell us, if you will, What are your thoughts about the turnout, and what would you like to see done as a result of this National Night Out?
First off, we got beautiful weather today. It's not too hot. It's not raining right now.
Right.
The humidity's a little low. But I think we got a really good turnout. They're giving out book bags for the kids. School's going to start up pretty soon. And I'm pleased with it.
Okay, and Chief Perry, now you know what, you don't know this, but I used to hang out with your family members. I won't even name them all. They're my good friends. Tell me this, the crime rate in St. Louis is going down. I've read reports that it's getting better, and we're so proud of the work that you guys are doing. I just talked with a gentleman from the St. Louis area, and he said that the one who came in on the helicopter, we have a combined effort from the Missouri side as well as Illinois. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
I can't tell you a little bit about that, but yes, definitely our crime is going down because we have a lot of factors that go into that as far as patrol, the PSEG, investigations, administration, the neighborhood, all these factors combined in making crime go down the way it is.
Right. But we're very pleased with the fact that it is going down. And we want to thank you on behalf of Smiles Television Talk Show and the citizens of East St. Louis for the work that you guys are doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks again. God bless both of you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more Smiles. Don't go away. We'll be right back. I'm talking now with Master Sergeant Brumworth. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am blessed, and I want to thank you for taking time to talk with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here and supporting us.
Tell me about the National Night Out, and what are some of your thoughts about what you want to see accomplished?
Well, you know, the whole goal of National Night Out is to bring law enforcement and communities together, and in our community groups too, so we can show the community what services and what service groups are out there, and then to allow kids to see us, law enforcement, for us to interact with them, and for them to see that we're parents, we're family, we're friends, that we're human, and that we're here to support them and not hurt them in any way.
Wow, that is such an excellent thing to do. And I think in the East St. Louis community, it's really good to see your faces. I'll be honest with you, all over the country you hear about race problems, right? But we believe that it's a human problem. It doesn't matter what color you are, crime is everywhere. But we like the idea that you guys want to bridge that gap between the community and the officer units. So we just want to thank you. So where are you from originally?
So I'm from Clinton County, which is just one county over. That's where I grew up. But I've been working with state police for 17 years now, and I've spent the last 14 years working down here.
Okay. Well, thanks again for coming to the East St. Louis area. We really appreciate you. And I was just talking to the East St. Louis Police Department, and we realize our crime is going down, and we want to keep it like that, and we welcome you here.
Oh, good. Well, we're happy to be here, and we're happy to help, and I hope this relationship and partnership continues with the community and with the East St. Louis Police Department.
Well, God bless you, and God keep you. Thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. Again, thank you for being here.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Smiles.
For an insured and bonded residential or commercial contractor, On Time Contracting, owned by Ali McDowell, is just a phone call away. On Time Contracting operates with the utmost integrity and quantities to complete your project right on time. Residential or commercial, exterior or interior, roofing, siding, flooring, you name it. If you want your project completed for the price quoted and at the time quoted, contact On Time Contracting. Good, quality professional work guaranteed to be completed on time. Call 618-567-3591. No project is too large or too small. On Time Contracting. Call On Time Contracting today.
Welcome back to Smiles TV, and I have the pleasure now of standing with the park commissioner. Actually, he has a lot of different titles, and we'll let him tell you about himself. How you doing, Mr. Babbitt?
How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. Tell us your whole name and some of the things that you do for the city.
I'm Henry Spur Ballard. I'm the precinct committeeman here at the beautiful park of Lincoln Park. I'm the park commissioner, not responsible, but very involved in the community activities, and we're proud for you guys to be here.
Oh, we are so happy to be here. You got a great turnout here. And so how long have you been the commissioner of liquor?
I've been the park commissioner this year.
Okay, park
I've been the
commissioner.
precinct commitment for 3 years.
Okay.
And I've been involved in the neighborhood my whole life. I'm born and raised.
Oh,
So
excellent.
it's definitely a pleasure to serve the community where you live and where you're raised. And I live here in the South End. So
you know what? I actually grew up on Baker, 18th and Baker in the South End, and I went to Dunbar Elementary School. Wanted to go to Hughes Quinn, and then we moved. So, but that's okay. All things work together for good. But we want to thank you. Tell us about how excited you are with this National Night Out.
hopefully the community see the reaction from the other people that the police are not our enemies. You know, we need the police. And this is great. We got helicopters. There's kids in the community that might want to be a police one day. And they really get to see the interactions with the police. They understand what the police does for us in the community. And this is a great turnout. If you look, this is as big as it's been so far.
Wow.
And I think it's very exciting. It's heartfelt.
Well, let's keep on plugging away. I think it gets bigger every year, and we're glad with the turnout that we have.
Yes,
and want to thank Stephanie Bush and Terrence Heller for the great job they're doing.
Great job.
And tell your mayor I really want to get him on camera. And so thanks again for joining us on SMilesTV. God bless you.
God bless you.
Stay tuned for more Smiles. We'll be right back. I'm talking with Carmen Cannon, and you just have no idea how great it is for me to see her. Carmen's mother, Mary Cannon, is the reason that I'm even doing television production. Mary Cannon was a producer over at KMOX, CBS-owned and operated television station, and she hired me on as a production intern. Carmen, how are you?
I am doing fine.
And you are now with Community Development Sustainable Solutions. Tell us about your job and what's going on out here.
I am with CDSF, Community Development Sustainable Solutions, and there I am a coordinator, and I work out of the Madison School District, working with parent coordinators.
Okay, and you know, Carmen, this is a great turnout here. You guys have done an excellent job getting everything organized. Are you pleased with the turnout?
Oh, very good. It was really nice. The police turnout, the helicopter, the dog show, the kids, and just everyone out here having fun.
And you know what? I want to thank you for taking time. I know you're busy. Give your mom a big hug for me.
I sure will.
And God bless you, people. Okay, God bless you. Stay tuned for more Smiles. We will be right back. When you visit Big Mama's in East St. Louis, Illinois, located at 5900 St. Clair Avenue, you will need a fork and a bib. Big Mama's is known for their barbecue, cakes, excellent service, and giving back to the community. Call in, eat in, drive through, carry out, order for your office. You can call Big Mama's at 618-398-8950 or visit 5900 St. Clair Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois. Everybody knows this gentleman. He is Lorenzo Savage, and he's the owner of the I Am East St. Louis magazine, and he's given me an opportunity to write sometimes. I want to thank him for that. How are you, Lorenzo?
Definitely, I'm great.
Lorenzo, you're everywhere. I mean, whatever's going on, you try to show up and support, and that's a good thing.
I do, Stephanie. You know, I mean, this our city. I mean, me and my wife moved back here, and that was our number one goal, was to bring community back to the community, you know, back to the neighborhood. Bring neighborhood back to the hood. You know?
Right, and you know what? It looks like you came at a good time out here. The crime is going down.
Yeah.
Things are changing.
Yeah.
And so how do you feel about today's activities?
I love this. Every year I'm here, you know, with Terrence and Stephanie and the work that they do, you know, with this event every year. It's a great event that brings out the police and everybody to become friends with everyone. You know? So I think the key is to build that relationship between the police police and the people of the city.
Well, Lorenzo, I want to thank you. We only have time for a quick soundbite, but I thank God for you.
Thank you. IME St. Louis, www.imestl.com. You can go online and subscribe to the magazine. But Stephanie said she's one of our feature writers, and she does an excellent job for us always, and we appreciate it.
Oh, God bless you, and thank you again. Okay, have a great day.
You too, bro.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. You know what? I'm a mother. I have 3 children, and I really appreciate this organization. They're called Moms Demand Action Against Gun Violence in America. How are you, Chris?
I am fine. Thank you for having us, and I appreciate you coming and speaking to us. We're proud to be at this event in East St. Louis. We have participated in National Night Out for several years, and we love to work with Beauty Lifeline. We love to work with CDSS. We love to work with all these different organizations in East St. Louis because we are here, Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense America. We're here to do whatever we can to reduce gun violence in America, starting in our community. Because we have too many children who are living in homes with gun violence. They are needing to, the parents need to be educated on safe gun storage. We need gun laws, safer gun laws for getting guns out of the hands of felons. So we are doing all we can to reduce gun violence.
How long have you been in existence?
We have been in existence since 2012.
Okay.
So we've been here for a while, and we have been in Metro East for at least 10 years.
Well, we want to thank you for your support, and I know you've been here for a long time because I used to do the National Night Out years ago, and you were here then.
Right.
And I want to thank God for you, and don't forget, Moms Demand Action Against Gun Violence in America.
Gun Sense in America.
Yes, thank you.
Very much.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back with more smiles.
Are you looking for an insured and bonded residential or commercial contractor? On Time Contracting, owned by Ali McDowell, is just a phone call away. On Time Contracting operates with the utmost integrity and quantities to complete your project right on time. Residential or commercial, exterior or interior, roofing, siding, flooring, you name it. If you want your project completed for the price quoted and at the time quoted, contact On Time Contracting. Good, quality professional work guaranteed to be completed on time. Call 618-567-3591. No project is too large or too small. On Time Contracting. Call On Time Contracting today.
Have you heard of Individual Metro East? If not, we're going to give you a little insight into it. Tell us your name and the organization that you represent.
Hi, my name is Jessica Motsinger, and I represent Indivisible Metro East.
And what is Indivisible Metro East?
Indivisible Metro East is a local organization, of course, in the Metro East area. And we were created back when Trump was elected. At first, it was to resist the Trump agenda, but we are made up of disabled veterans and other local community leaders. And we have decided that we are encouraging progressive, positive, legislation, policies, and stuff like that. So we get involved when it comes to federal and state policies and also volunteer work around here, whenever we can.
So you work with Democrats or Republicans? Doesn't matter who's in office.
We have not had any Republicans take us up on any of our offers or invites. And that's okay because we strongly stand behind but we stand behind our progressive policies and our values.
Okay, well, yes. Okay, and so how are you feeling about today's activities?
I love it. I mean, honestly, everybody knows what's going on and the tension. So anytime you can have the local community come out with their local police force and interact in a way that is positive, that's always a good thing, right?
That's right. I want to thank you for talking to Smile Television Talk Show.
Thank you.
And I'll be in contact with you to find out a little bit more. Maybe we can have an additional.
I would love it. Oh, thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Smiles.
Thank you.
not going to let go. He's going to hold up no matter what he does. So if he refuses to rise, he's going to hold that light all the time. He's not going to let go. That crazy. So the only time he's going to come off is when I tell him. Well, you guys see how strong the ribbon is. That way we can use the dog to bring people on the house or area that we can help us out. So what we do too is the Bill drive and we let him take the prey back to his kennel. So he takes us off. And then he gets carried just like he's hunting in the wild, all the way back to his kennel so he gets in the corner. Give it up to Max. Good job, bud.
One of the things Smiles Television Talk Show is very interested in highlighting are fathers. And I get a chance today out here at the National Night Out to talk to two gentlemen who have an organization for fathers and family support center. How are you both?
Hey, ma'am, how you great? We're great.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out. National Nights Out in East St. Louis. We really appreciate it. I'm Reginald Slaughter. I am the community coordinator for Fathers and Family Support Center.
I'm Mr. Yates. I'm the facilitator at the East St. Louis site, 505 8th Street. And we work right there in the center, Behavioral Health Center. We have an office right there next to SMART.
Give us a real brief snippet of what is the Fathers and Family Support Center?
For the last 25 years, we've been changing the lives of fathers, placing children back into the lives of their fathers.
Okay.
Getting the family dynamic back together, working with the father and the mother, and having a child support piece that gets modified and things of that nature. But what we primarily do is we try to make sure the fathers are feeling welcome back into the family dynamic with getting them valued at jobs. We have a 6-week year-long follow-up program, and in those 6 weeks, they'll receive a facilitator, which is myself. Community, they'll receive a career advisor, which is someone who help them do resume, email, and set up an email. They'll get a therapist.
Okay.
A lot of you get a lot of things, but you don't know that a lot of people get therapists. And our therapists work with you from the time you graduate, from the 6 weeks you come in once a week, all the way to a year after that.
Wow.
You get a year follow-up with a family therapist that helps with the whole family dynamic.
I see.
For instance, yeah.
Okay. And let me ask you this. So you started on the St. Louis side in Missouri. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we started based upon getting children the adequate help that they need when it comes to parents who have kind of like dropped the ball or wasn't involved in absentee dads. So we began to address that issue in the family dynamic, and it helped a lot of us. I am a past graduate, and also as Mr. Yates. We have men who have been incarcerated. We're all in the jails. We're in the court system with the child support, trying to make sure that dad gets his first share and the opportunity to be involved in the life of his children. Children need both parents.
You know, that is actually right. And if we go back even to the beginning of time, there was Adam and Eve, right?
Yes.
And they had a family.
Yes.
So fathers do matter, and we want to thank both of you for being on the broadcast. And actually, I'm going to put them on the spot and see if maybe possibly we can get together and just do a show on your center.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about that.
You'll get directly with Mr. Slaughter. He'll take care of him. He'll introduce you to the necessary people, set up the date. He'll put on his calendar if you need me to come out. He'll let me know, Mr. Yates, we need to be over here. We need to be over there.
Excellent.
And I'll go right through.
Very good. Very good. I want to thank both of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
National Nights Out. Love you,
Thanks
East
for
St.
having us.
Louis.
We appreciate you. We here at East St. Louis. We recognize you. We're trying to work within the community. And we're gonna change the lives of the fathers in this community. Thank you.
But you know what? I have the whole crew here. Well, not the whole crew, but the ones who are going to tell you how great this event was and why we're going to do it again next year. Let's start off with, to my right, Terrence Taylor.
All right, everybody. My name is Terrence Taylor, VP of CDSS. Man, let me tell you something. National Night Out is one of them things, man, that you do every year. Give crime a going away party. You make sure that your community show up. You make sure that our police officers show up. And we did that today. So we had a great time, in my opinion. And I don't know about nobody else. Can you tell me what you think, my wife?
And what I want to say is we had a helicopter landing
No crime
with
scene.
no crime scene. And I want to commend our partners for coming here because together we make a mighty fist to stomp out crime.
That's
so
right.
kudos to you, partners.
All right.
Mr. Wilson?
We couldn't have planned it no better. We projected maybe 200-300 people. We had easily 400 or 500 people. And as Mrs. Taylor just said, usually when you see the Belleville Democrat or a helicopter land, it means something negative. But today was about the people, just us embracing one another, loving one another.
That's right.
Beautiful event.
That's
You
right.
know what? Next year, don't miss this event. I've been missing it for the last few years, and I'm so glad to be back. Thank you for allowing Smiles Television to be a part of this wonderful National Night Out.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank you for tuning in to Smiles Television Talk Show. And remember, only what you do for Christ will last. And Jesus is the Lord. The Lord be magnified.
Woo! National Night Out, baby.
2023, baby.
East St. Louis.
Keep smiling. You look better when you smile.
That's right.
The Smiles Television Talk Show wants to showcase your business, organization, church, and activities. If you have an interest in being a guest on Smiles Television Talk Show, or if you have any show ideas, contact Stephanie Anthony Miles at SmilesTV777@gmail.com. You may also call 618-741-3770. Tell your friends to subscribe to the Smiles YouTube channel. Let Smiles TV increase your reach. Remember, you look better with Smiles.